Listen, the chaos in global supply chains isn't some distant problem. It's a ticking bomb right under the world's feet. Every delay, every shortage, every broken link isn't just bad for business. It's a crack widening fast, threatening to pull entire nations into conflict. You know it, you feel it. You. The frustration of relying on fragile systems built on endless outsourcing, stretching resources thinner than ever, leaves everyone exposed. Suppliers collapse, prices spike, uncertainty explodes. And while you're trying to navigate this mess, behind the scenes, powerful players aren't just waiting. They're exploiting this fragility for leverage, for control, for power. This isn't some theory. This is the reality that could trigger the next big war, fueled by battles over who controls what, who supplies whom, who cuts whom off. You've seen it. Companies that once thrived are now paralyzed because a single supplier in a faraway country shuts down. Investors panic as markets tremble. Founders lose sleep watching their products disappear from shelves because one essential component is stuck halfway around the world. The system is broken. It's brutal and ugly. The question is, what now? How do you break out of this trap without getting crushed by it? First thing, stop playing by the old rules that got us here. Diversity in your supply base is non-negotiable. This isn't about just adding more suppliers. It's about building real strategic buffers, partners in different regions, different political climates, different economies. You want a supply chain that doesn't just survive shocks but can pivot instantly. So question every single dependency. Cut ties with suppliers who hide risk. Demand transparency, not tomorrow now. If your data on supply risks isn't real time, you're blindfolded on a battlefield. Second, invest aggressively in localizing key parts of your production. This scares some people. It's expensive, they say. Yes, it costs more now, but the cost of being robotically dependent on one or two countries is far, far worse. Build in-house capabilities or work with local innovators to reduce exposure to international disruptions. You want control? Then own the core. Don't just rely on the margins. Third, start using technology like it's the future, because that's exactly what it is. AI needs to be your first line of defense and offense here. Predict disruptions before they cascade. Model scenarios with brutal honesty, not just best-case optimism. If you're not laser-focused on predictive analytics in supply chains, you're already behind everyone who is. Fourth, stop thinking about globalization as a neat, orderly system. It never was. Think of it as a complex ecosystem, dangerous, dynamic, and volatile. Embrace this reality. That means building relationships with partners who are trustworthy, but also adaptable. You can't rely on old connections once the political winds shift. Constantly reassess and shift your network like a living organism. Own your agility. Finally, this is about leadership. If you're leading a company, an investment fund, a project, you must think bigger than profits. You're sitting on the front line of a game bigger than any individual firm or market. Your moves affect countries. This requires bold strategic decisions that might seem risky, but are necessary to prevent absolute failure. Risk isn't optional, paralysis is. The ugly truth is that future conflicts won't always start on battlefields, but in boardrooms, warehouses, and data streams. Global supply chains can either lock us into cycles of dependency, chaos, and war, or they can be the framework for resilience, new opportunity, and peace through strength. The choice is brutal but clear. Lead with foresight, build with grit, and never stop questioning the status quo. Because if nobody acts now, the really bad crisis isn't just coming. It's already started, and it's waiting for those who refuse to see it. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and visit the featured link to learn more.